Come.
So, for today, welcome everybody to the Halloween candy tier list. I mean, it's just basic candy tier list by this person. So if you want to do the tier list yourself, it is on here on Tier Maker. We love it. I'm just doing this for Halloween candy. The other Halloween candy tier list I found had a lot less options. And I kind of like how many candy options there are on here, even though I haven't had some of them. But I think this one's much better and a lot more complete. So, we are going to be doing the candy tier list today. And since Halloween's coming up in a couple weeks, might as well. Probably a good idea to do it now. Alright, so, to start, we have 100 grand. We're gonna start off with a banger. I don't think I've ever had 100 grand. If I have, I don't remember. Doesn't mean it's bad. I'm sure it's probably fine. I've never had it. It looks good though. It actually looks pretty solid. Next, Three Musketeers. We're going that in the B tier. I really like Three Musketeers. I like it a lot. It is an acquired taste. I will say that. I do understand why some people don't like Three Musketeers. But I love them. I think they're pretty good. So I'm gonna put them in B. We'll put them in A. Fuck you. I don't care if you don't like them. I love them. I think they're pretty good. They're not the best, but they're still pretty damn good. Like, if I see Three Musketeers, I'll eat them. You know, they're pretty good. Airheads. I'm also gonna put these in A tier. I really like Airheads. I remember when I was a kid, I ate these all the fucking time. These were fire. Airheads are really good. Especially the white one, the mystery one. I remember, like, if you got, like, the large Airheads, and you got the white one, people were, like, fiending for that. They'd give you, like, their entire lunch for those. Those are super good. So, I love these. Just based off the fucking trade value alone. Ooh, these are the Airhead Extreme, like, strips, right? Oh, fuck yeah, S tier. Oh my god. So, I had a gas station near where I lived when I was like, 10, 11, 12. And me and my friends would like ride our bikes or walk over to the gas station. This shit, if we had like a couple bucks, we'd always get. These are so good. I don't know if they've changed them in recent years. I'm hoping they haven't, but they are so good. They are so good sour strips. They taste amazing. They're S tier. They have to be S tier. And Almond Joy F tier. Fuck you. I hate coconut. I hate almonds. I especially hate coconut, though. Almond, I can deal with. I do not like coconut. So, automatic F tier. Almond Joy, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Altoids. We're just gonna put them in C tier. They're mints. You know, like, they're mints. That's it. What do you want me to say to this? They're mints. It's not even like a mint-flavored candy. It's just mint. It's just a mint. It's like a breath mint. Like, you take these when you're drunk driving. I mean, when your breath stinks. So, like, the fuck we talking about here? Don't drink and drive. Next up, Andes. I looked these up. I think I've had these, like, once, a very long time ago. I vaguely remember having them. I like mint. So I'm gonna put them in B tier. I like mint stuff, and I vaguely remember them. I remember they weren't bad. These feel like an old person candy that I never see anywhere. So, you know, I don't want to put them too high. I don't think they're great. They're probably not bad, though. Like, I'm not gonna cry if I get them. These are, like, the weird baby bottle ones. These are also vaguely remember. I'm not a huge fan of these. I'm gonna be honest. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We're putting it into B for Booby, because I just want to suck on the fucking candy nipple, okay? Like, let's be real for a minute, alright? That's the main purpose. Suck on the candy nipple, you know? That's all. But they're still not fantastic, and I vaguely remember them, so I don't want to put them too low. But they're just not the best. They're not the worst. You know, they just exist. They're like filler candy. I think it's a good way to put it. Like, you know, like One Piece has all its filler episodes, which are all great. Maybe One Piece isn't good. Naruto is probably a better example. It has their filler episodes, you know, but at the end of the day, you need the filler episodes, even if they're not the greatest episodes to watch. Babe Ruth. Or Baby Ruth, I guess, technically. I don't like peanuts in my candy. I love peanut butter in my candy. I do not like peanuts in my candy. So, I don't hate these, though. These are probably, like, some of the better peanuts. candies, but like it's just not great. I don't love Babe Ruths with like they have peanuts in them, right? I'm not. Yeah, they have peanuts in them. I'm not crazy. They're not bad, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I think Musketeer is just a better version of Baby Ruths, to be honest. So, not bad, not great. Next up, Red Vines, specifically black licorice, F tier. Specifically black licorice. I think regular licorice is a lot higher on this list. Oh, it isn't. They're good. Okay. Yeah, regular licorice is a lot better. Okay. I hate black licorice. I hate it. So we're putting that shit in F tier. End of discussion. You like it? Tough. Below Pops. I did take a look at this tier list. I think there are better lollipops coming up. Not bad, but I think there are much better ones coming up that I want to put up here. So I have to put these at B. I don't think these are the greatest lollipops in the game. You know, they're not bad, but not the greatest. Boston Baked Beans. It's candy-coated peanuts. I've never had them. They'd probably be F or D, though. Like, I'm going to be blunt with you. If you name your candy Boston Baked Beans, yeah, you shouldn't be making candy. Sorry. We're not British, okay? Like, we are in the United States of America. We are not British. Get this shit out of here. Like, I don't want baked beans. What the fuck are we doing? Goddamn. Boston Tea Party, you literally dumped tea in the river. Why the fuck did you keep the one good thing or one shitty thing about the British in your goddamn in your candy? Beans? The fuck? Come on. All right, bottle caps. Haven't had. A lot of the Wonka candies I haven't had. It's kind of weird. I never like saw these in my gas stations. I don't know, maybe they're like regional, but I never saw these in like the gas stations that I like when I was a kid. And I never got them in my like at my Halloween candies. So I haven't had them. I'm not gonna comment. Butterfinger, A tier. I love Butterfinger. The one thing I don't like about Butterfinger is how dirty they get. Like, they break apart so fucking easily, and that's the one thing I don't like about them. If you can make a clean Butterfinger somehow, oof, they're so good. They're so good. But if you eat more than like one or two, like, you get sick. Like, you know what I mean? That's another big thing. It's like, if you eat one or two, you get like sick, and it just doesn't work out well. Candy corn. If any of you motherfuckers say this should be higher than F tier, I'm coming to your house and I'm staring at you through your window. Fuck you. These are disgusting. These are disgusting. These are dog shit. I will not handle this. I will not stand for this. These are disgusting. Candy corn is terrible. Do not even like attempt to argue with me. I don't give a fuck. They're disgusting trash. Charleston Chew, have not had. Sorry. And cookie dough bites, I have not had either. These also look old. These also look like an older candy. I have not had them. So I'm not gonna comment. Might be good, I don't know. Crunch. Crunch is also going in the A tier. I do like Crunch a lot. Crunch is a pretty damn good candy. Crunch is also very clean. At least the Crunch bars I eat are clean. So, like, if Butterfinger and Crunch could, like, come together and make, you know, the perfect candy bar, that'd be great. But, for now, like, they have to both be A tier. Like, Crunch just isn't as good as Butterfinger, but Butterfinger's too messy. Dots. I'm gonna put them in D tier. I used to like Dots when I was like 5. I think that was just because of the sugar content. I'm gonna be 100% honest. After I like gained functioning taste buds, I fucking hated these. I shouldn't hate. I don't love them. I'll eat them like if like specific color, like maybe the yellows, because I love yellow candies. I don't know why. But like a lot of it, I just am not like the texture. It's just gross. It's just gross. I'm not a huge fan of them. These. Isn't there another lollipop coming up? Sorry, I just want to make sure I don't. Yeah, I think there is. I think there's one more. So we're gonna put this at A tier. I'm putting these above the blow pops because there are some of these that hit, right? Like you have the root beer one, like the strawberry one. Oh, they hit. They'd be S tier. But then you get like some of the shitty ones that are like really fucking bad, and you're just like, oh, I wish I was dead. So these are like hit or miss. I think they're a little better than blow pops. I don't really like blow pops to be honest. I'm not a huge gum chewer. So not a huge fan of them. Ferrero Rocher. I can never pronounce the name of this. I've had a few of these. Rocher or something. They're good. Halloween candy, though, you're not gonna see these. But they're good. They're pretty good. There's a chocolate one that has, like, chocolate sprinkles on it. It's, like, all chocolate. It's so good. But I don't like the rest of them. So, they're too fancy, too. Like, I'm sorry. They're way too fancy. You're candy. Don't fucking do this. Come on. So, they're good, but not the greatest. Fireball, haven't had. Fun Dip. Ooh, we're putting them in S tier, baby. Hell yeah, we're putting them in S tier, baby. These things, you went on the playground after Halloween, like November, whatever, like 1st or 2nd, with like Fun Dip. You could trade for any candy you fucking wanted. These motherfuckers were fire. So even if you didn't like these, which is like 2 children on the planet didn't like these, you could trade for so much shit for these. They were so good. Fun Dip just is prime candy time. Ghirardelli chocolate. Now, I actually live in California. They have a Ghirardelli factory here. I think it's in San Francisco and somewhere else. I think in Monterey they have one too, or they have a shop there at least. They're good. I like them. We're gonna also put them next to Ferrero Rocher though. They're like both kind of just like fancy candies. I like their chocolate. It's a little rich, but I mean it's like a lot more professionally made, so it makes sense that they're richer chocolate. And they have this peppermint one that's super fucking good, but they're too fancy. I think they're too fancy, too high quality, and for Halloween, but they're good though. They're good. Like I'd still eat them. Like B tier, keep this in mind. B tier I'd still eat. Like they're not bad. They still taste good, you know. So just remember B tier is good. If you're like C tier, you're meh. Anything below D is trash. Gobstoppers I have not had, and I know that's probably a crime against humanity. I know I should. The next couple I haven't had. Goobers and Good and Plenty. I'm sorry, but Goobers, I would rather, I think, like, stub my toe than eat something named Goobers. And for Good and Plenty, this just looked like off-brand Tic Tacs or off-brand pain pills that I can overdose with. So I don't know if I like these. I don't know. I haven't had them, but they scare me a little bit. Candy corn is better, BS tier. I hope you explode, Shocks. Like, I hope I wake up tomorrow and your obituary is in the newspaper, okay? End of discussion. Alright, next up, gummy bears. Haribo? Jesus. That's obviously like the one they're using. I'm using this for all gummy bears. Gummy bears, we're gonna put in B tier, and there's a reason for that. Because I like the sour ones better, to be honest. But they're good though. They're good gummy bears are good. B tier's good. Gummy worms, I'm actually gonna put in C tier. I think gummy bears are superior to gummy worms, but there is gonna be a plot twist coming up later. But I think gummy bears are superior to gummy worms. I don't know. I feel like these are better. I like having the single flavor and not the double flavor. I just am not a huge fan of the double flavor gummy worms that are just like regular gummy worms, you know? Heath, I vaguely remember having a Heath bar. I have no idea what they tasted like. So that probably tells me it's probably forgettable and not that good, but we're just gonna put it in never had them just in case. Hershey's. Hershey's is also going into the C tier, and there is a reason for that. Hershey's candy, and I'm American, so don't say like because I'm European or some shit. I'm not. I'm American. Hershey's candy does taste like vomit. When I was younger, I used to eat these all the time. Like when my mom would buy them for s'mores, if we had extras of these, I would eat them just raw. Why am I calling candy raw? I just eat them like normal candy bars, and they'd be fine. I thought you were Irish. No, what the Shocks, you know me. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Don't gaslight me. But as I've gotten older, the more I've had these, the more I'm like, this tastes like vomit. And I'm kind of mad because Europeans say it all the time. Oh, this tastes like vomit. I didn't know this until I gotten older, and it does. Like it low-key tastes like a little bit of vomit in your mouth after you eat a full bar of these, or for a full bar. Like it just, I don't know. They're not bad. They're obviously good for like other things, and especially like if you just need melting chocolate. But I would not go out of my way to buy a Hershey's candy bar. The cookies and cream bar, however, I would. Hershey's and cream bar is fire. I'll explain Fun Dip later. Haichu, I've actually only had Haichu once, but like the hype around these is so high, I feel like I have to put them in A tier. Everyone I've talked to has said they love Haichu. And I've had it a couple times. It's good. I think it's a pretty damn good candy. But between the hype and just I like it, I think I have to put it in A tier. Hot tamales can be hot in my asshole. I fucking hate these things. I like spicy candies. I really don't like cinnamon candies. Cinnamon spicy candies, to be specific. I don't like hot tamales. I just think they're bad. Jelly bellies. I'll put them in D. I'm someone who had the jelly bellies, like, you know, like the boxes that were like, oh, some are good, some are shit, and you have to guess. Yeah. I know that, like, that's like a Harry Potter thing. These just are the same thing, basically. So, I don't like these. I don't like jelly bellies, to be honest. I don't like jelly beans. There is the Starburst jelly beans, like, for Easter that I like. Jolly Ranchers, you know they're S tier. You know they're fucking S tier, baby. You know Jolly Ranchers are S tier. You can't even explain to me how Jolly Ranchers are not S tier. Jolly Ranchers are insanely good. Like, even like the flavors that people don't care for, like the grape or the green apple, still are okay. So if your worst flavor is like decent, but your best flavor is so damn good that people will literally commit war crimes to eat them, it's so good. It's so good. Plus, they're, like, low calorie, and I know this, like, is stupid for a candy tier list, but because they're low calorie and they take forever to eat, you can have, like, 2 or 3 of these a day, and it doesn't affect your calorie count at all. It's just so good. They're just so good. They're so good. S tier Jolly Ranchers, bangers. Juicy Drop Pops, I'll put them in C. They're kind of like the Hershey's. When I was younger, I loved them. I think it was just because of the sugar content, though. I don't really like them now. I kind of fucking hate them. I'm sorry, I don't like them. They just aren't that good for me. I'd rather just have a regular lollipop than have to like squirt juice on like a candy thing and eat it. It's just gross. I'm not for it. Junior Mints, baby. That's why I'm putting Junior Mints A, because I like them better than Andes, and I like Junior Mints. That's a hot take. A lot of people hate mint. I love mint. I think mint is great. I love mint ice cream. I love mint everything. I love Junior Mints. I never get them because the only time I see them for sale is at theaters. But I don't go to movie theaters, but I love Junior Mints. I think they're pretty damn good. Kinder Eggs. They were banned for a few years. I never had them. I never had them. They were banned. So I don't know. I don't know. Hershey's Kisses. They're going to be a little higher than Hershey's because Hershey's Kisses are like the right amount of Hershey's chocolate to where you don't taste the vomit. Whereas if you eat a whole bar, you taste the vomit. So I think the Kisses are a little better just because you don't taste the vomit in the Kisses because they're so small. Kit Kat, baby, A tier. My trifecta for chocolate, I think, are these 3. Kit Kat, Crunch, and Butterfinger. Like, all 3 of them are good. They're, like, solid staples of the candy bar industry. But I don't think they're good enough to be S tier yet. I think there's, like, they're just not there. They're close. They're, like, on the cusp, but they're not there. Kit Kat would probably be the closest of the 3, though. I could eat, like, 10 Kit Kats. So, they're probably close. Actually, fuck it. We're putting an S. I've convinced myself. I love Kit Kats. I was putting them in A because they remind me of these 2, but I think they are better by like this much. So low S. So they're S tier. Krabby Patty sliders. I don't give a fuck if these taste terrible to you. The nostalgia from these was so good. Oh my god. I love these things. These things are fucking fire. Like, just to play with them and eat them were so good. You can't say that Krabby Patty sliders are anything less than S. If you say these are, like, let me put it this way. If you say the Krabby Patty sliders are less than S, I can tell you're under the age of 15. Okay, and I've never had these. They're so good. They're so good. So, fuck you. Can I say that word? Can I say cracker on stream? I thought that was a bannable offense on Twitch. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna rank them. I feel like if I rate cracker, I'm gonna get in trouble. So we're just not gonna do that. Is this just all Laffy Taffy? I'm gonna assume this is all Laffy Taffy. I'm not doing the specific one, just all Laffy Taffy. C tier. No, not D tier, C tier. I'm not a huge fan of Laffy Taffy. The yellow, I like the banana one, which I know everyone hates, so it's kind of funny. But I like it, it's okay, but it's not great. It's not great. I don't really eat Laffy Taffy. Ooh, lemon heads. We're putting in A tier. I love lemon heads. I think lemon heads are really good too. I think lemon heads are really good. They are a choice option for sour. They're pretty good. There is a sour candy that's better, so I'm not gonna put them in S, but they're pretty good. Lifesavers. These just feel like an old person candy. Can I be honest? Lifesavers just feel like an old person candy. Like, I've had them like a couple times, and they're okay. They just feel like a shitty version of every other, like, gummy, if we're talking about the soft ones. Oh, these are gummies. Yeah, we can put these in C then. I think they're about the same as gummy worms. The hard ones I don't like. I fucking hate the hard ones. The soft ones just feel like gummy worms. They're just like a shitty version of like gold, like these of gummy bears. So I'm not a huge fan of Lifesavers, but it's okay. Lindor chocolates are gonna be the exact same thing as Ferrero Rocher and fucking Ghirardelli. They're good. They're expensive, and I'm just not for it. You know what I mean? Like, they're good. They're great. They're not great. They're good. They taste good, but they're not the best. I have seen these like twice in my fucking life. I don't know. I don't know. Mike and Ike's. Mamba's is weird. Mike and Ike's though. Mike and Ike's are pretty good. I would say they're probably on par with Gold Bears or Gummy Bears. I like them. I like Mike and Ike's. They're pretty good. I like the yellow ones. Again, I always like yellow candies. They're good. They're pretty good. I think they're pretty decent overall. Milk Duds are a dud, I think. D tier for Milk Duds. I'm not a huge fan of Milk Duds. I know there's probably some people who do like them. I am not a Milk Dud connoisseur, as they say. Not really my thing. Milky Way's a similar vein. I'm putting it in C tier though. I'm not a huge fan of Milky Ways either. I'll eat them, but just not for me. You know, I don't know. I just don't enjoy the taste. M&M's. This is gonna start controversy. I'm probably gonna get doxxed for saying this. I think M&M's are better than peanut M&M's. I like M&M's, especially like the mini ones in those tubes. Oh, those are so good. I don't like peanut M&M's. I don't like peanuts in my candy, to be honest, unless it's super small. So having full peanuts in my candy just doesn't taste good. I don't know. I don't dislike it. I shouldn't say I don't like it. Like, C tier I like. I just don't love. Like, I don't think they're great. And I don't think peanut M&Ms are great. I would choose regular M&Ms any day of the week over peanut M&Ms all the time. No, I've never had a Mr. Good bar. This just looks like shit a nicotine addict would pop, but I haven't had that either, so I'm not gonna even try. Nerds? I'm not a huge fan of the regular Nerd boxes, but Nerd Ropes fucking slap. Nerd Ropes slap. Okay. I don't like the little ball nerds. Like, I just get grossed out by them, but Nerd Ropes fucking slap. I don't know why. There's not really a difference, but like, I don't know what it is, but them being in ropes is just like, goddamn, that's a choice option for me. What the fuck are these? Are these like Target brand, like Starburst? What's happening? I don't know. I'm just gonna put those in C. I vaguely remember those kind of candies, and they're not bad, but they're not great. Payday, yeah, you're gonna go in the same spot as all the other peanut shit. I'm not a huge fan of you. I'm sorry. If you say okay, Peeps, when I was like 5 or 6, consume, because they're just sugar. It's literally just marshmallows. If you like Peeps over the age of 13, I think you have like a medical problem. Like, I think you actually like need to go speak to a doctor, because you must have like a vitamin deficiency or some shit, because there's no way you like something that is just literally sugar. It is table sugar. Okay, it is sugar that your mom keeps in that jar. That's what it is. So like, you have to have a deficiency of some kind in your body if you like Peeps over the age of 12. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you, if you like these over the age of 12, you're psycho. Or dying. Let's hope the first one, to be honest, because I don't want any of y'all dying. But, like, you're crazy. Pez, just fucking chalk, man. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put them in C tier just because the Pez dispensers are kind of sick. Let's be honest for a minute. The Pez dispensers were fire as fuck. So we'll put them in C tier just because of the dispensers. But, outside of dispensers, they're mid. They're mid. Pixie sticks, I've had them. I don't like them. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the difference is between these and the Fun Dip, but I just am not a huge Pixie Stick guy. Pop Rocks is B tier. I don't need the weather, thank you. Pop Rocks is B tier. I like Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks are fun too, you know? Pop in your mouth. Fun time. Drink this with soda. Oof, those are fun as fuck. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. Push Pops are just like the Chad version of Juicy Drop Pop, you know? Push Pops are just the better version of Juicy Drop Pop, let's be honest for a minute. Like, they're just better in every way, you know? It's like, Push Pop was like the alpha male, and Juicy Drop Pop is the beta male that lost the girl, you know? So, Push Pops are good. Push Pops are good. Raisinets, I'm glad I haven't had those. If you give out raisins for Halloween, I hope you, like... I hope you hit your funny bone when you sit down to grab for the remote. Yeah, I don't like you. Red Vines. Definite B tier. Red Vines are good. It takes too many to, like, enjoy, like, to be satisfied after eating them. And that's a lot of calories. And they're not even, like, the greatest candy up there. Like, I wouldn't choose them in my top 5, but they're good. They're solid. You know, like buying these big jars, you put this next to your, like, desk while you're, like, editing or something, or, like, doing homework. You eat, like, a couple, you know, it's a good time. They're good. But they're not great. Are these, like, the photo for all Reese's Cups? I'm gonna say it is. Reese's Cups are also A tier. I fuck with Reese's Cups heavy. There's one peanut one that I like a little bit more. That's a little niche. It's not niche anymore, but it was niche before they got bought out. I digress. I like Reese's a lot though too. I would eat these any day of the week. Ring Pops, just for the fucking hype. Just so when I like propose to my ex-girlfriend at the age of 9 with one of these, you know what I mean? Like they're so good. They're so cool. You know what I mean? Like I can propose. We can get married. It's a great time. So I'm waiting for the marriage annulment from my wife. She hasn't signed the divorce papers yet. I don't know why, but regardless, still a banger of a candy. Rolo is also a pretty damn good candy. Not like the cream of the crop, but pretty damn good. Pretty much up there. There isn't a ton better than it. It's one of the few caramel candies I actually like too. But they're good. They're good. Nothing too special about them though. They're just chocolate and caramel now. Caramel, I don't, whatever. The chocolate and the C word. Don't go with that. Runts, have not had. Skittles are B tier. I'm not even a huge fan of Skittles, if you want me to be 100% honest. I'm assuming this is including sour Skittles because sour Skittles aren't down here. Sour Skittles I'd be willing to negotiate to A tier, but I'm not even a huge Skittles guy. Same thing with Snickers. That's also gonna be B tier. Snickers and Skittles, they're both kind of mid to me. No, I shouldn't say mid. They're above average. They're B tier, so they're not bad. They're not. Favorite candies up here. Choco Caps. I haven't had them in over like 15 years. I don't remember. Sour Punch Straws. I'm putting these in A tier only because I think the Airhead ones are better. That's it. And I don't want to put them both in S tier because they're basically the same candy. They're still hidden. If these didn't exist, these would probably be close to the top. But like, it's kind of like comparing the Lexus LFA to like the like, I don't know, the fucking Ferrari Enzo, right? Like, you know, the Lexus LFA is sick as fuck, but like, are you really gonna think it's better than a Ferrari? Like, let's be real for 2 minutes. So definitely, although this is banger, still need to keep these in S tier. I remember these. I fucking hated these goop jar pieces of shit. I don't know why they existed. I'm sorry, I hated these. They're so weird. They're so weird, dude. It's literally just liquid sugar, too. It's just not my thing. Alright, baby. S tier. I am literally drinking a ghost... Where is it? Oh, it's on this side. A ghost Sour Patch energy drink right now, okay? Like, Sour Patch Kids are banging. They're so good. Sour Patch Kids hit. They are a good one, especially the watermelon. Don't even get me started on the watermelon. No idea what Spree is. Starburst we're gonna put in A tier. I like Starburst. I think they're pretty damn good. I don't think they compete with like any of these other ones, but they're still pretty good. Let's see. Altoids and these are kind of just like the old, and like these are like the old person candy. No offense to old people, but they're good. But never had sugar babies. Swedish Fish are also gonna be A tier. I like Swedish Fish. I get sick after I eat them. I'm gonna be honest. They're good, but you can only have like 3 or 4, otherwise I get sick. Specifically these, by the way. Like I could eat like most of these candies up here in like, you know, I can eat like 10 or 15 and I'll be fine. These for some reason, after I eat like 5 or 6, I get sick. And I don't like that. So they're good, but they're not gonna be S tier. Sweet Tarts. I don't like Sweet Tarts. I don't like hard candies, to be honest, like that. I don't like the chalky stuff. I'm assuming Sweet Tarts, yeah, they're the originals. So I'm not a huge fan of Sweet Tarts. The rebranding was pretty damn good, though. I don't think Smarties are on here, are they? No, Smarties are not on here. They basically just rebranded Smarties, which was kind of the play, low-key. Next up, Take 5's S tier, baby! I fucking love Take 5's. Take 5's are something that a lot of people haven't had because they used to be their own company until, or like they used to be their own chocolate bar until Reese's took over. Take 5's are fire. Okay, they are fire. They are so fucking good. They are so good. This is one of the few candies that like I could eat 100 of these. Like my aunt before Reese's bought this, I think it was before Reese's, or before they put the Reese's name on it. It was so hard to find these. My aunt would go off Amazon and buy like 100 pack of like these candy bars just so that way we had them. They are so fucking good though. They are so good. It's literally like chocolate covered pretzels, but like dipped in peanut butter. They are so goddamn good. I don't know what it is, but I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. They are the best chocolate bar to me. I love these things. Toblerone. I know it's famous. Never had it. Tootsie Pops. These are going in the S tier. I think these are the best lollipop in the game. They are. All right. Commercials. How many licks does it take to get to the center? I don't know, but it's a damn lot. And I love these things. Thank you, Mr. Owl, for all your hard work and determination. I don't know if the guy who voiced him is dead, but rest in peace. If you are, if not, I love you. Anyways, love these things. Super good. Tootsie Rolls. I used to love these. It's kind of the same thing as like most of the other candies, like Pez and stuff. And Dots. As I got older, I don't like them anymore. They're too gross. I don't know. I just am not a huge fan of them. Same thing with the flavored Tootsie Rolls. Actually, honestly, those are kind of worse. I'm gonna be real. They're kind of just like the shitty version of Dot. I don't like them. I don't like them. They're not good anymore. They're not as good as they used to be. Trolleys. Essentially, the sour gummy worm. These bad boys are going in A tier, baby. Yeah. I think Sour Patch Kids are basically just the sour version of gummy bears, but I love the sour gummy worms. They're good. I still think the sour gummy bears and Sour Patch are basically better, but than gummy worms. But I still think the sour gummy worms hit. They're really good. Trolleys are pretty damn good. Twix. This is hard. I think I have to put an S tier. I think I have to put Twix in S tier. I don't think there's an option to not put Twix in S tier. I think I have to. Twix is good. Twix is good. I like Twix. I think Twix are a pretty damn good candy. I think it's hard to compete with Twix. I think like, but Kit Kat, Twix, and like Take 5 for me are the trifecta of like chocolate candies, and then like Butterfinger, Crunch, and like Reese's are like that like secondary like chocolate candy that like nudges right behind them, but like they're just not there, you know? But yeah, I love Twix. I could eat a ton of Twix. I think they're really good. Twizzlers. Twizzlers are kind of just, to me, no offense, they're kind of just a worse version of regular licorice. I'm not a huge fan of Twizzlers. That might be a hate crime, that might be a war crime, that might be a federal offense. I may be getting 10 to 20 years to life, but I don't like Twizzlers. I'm not a huge fan of them. They're not bad, but like I don't like them compared to like especially licorice. Warheads, just for the nostalgia, A tier. Too bad they don't have the toxic waste on here. I would have put it in, but Warheads are pretty cool. I liked them. Those are fun with your friends. I love these. Warheads are pretty good. Warheads are pretty good. I like them a lot. Werther's original. These are gonna go in C too. They're not candy. I mean, I guess like they're kind of like they're also with the other old people candies, but they're just cough drops, guys. They taste fine, but like I'm not gonna eat them. What the fuck does this say? What is this? I don't know. Go away. Next up is Whoppers. I'm not a huge fan of Whoppers, chat. I'm not a huge fan of Whoppers. I'm not into them. They're just like not it, you know? They're cool, but they're not great. York. I like mint. Honestly, Yorks are probably down there when it comes to mint candies, though. They're definitely one of the lesser mint candies. I like mint, but Yorks just aren't it. They're not my thing. Or peppermint, I guess, technically. I don't know. I'm not, it's just not as good as, like, junior mints. I'm sorry. In Zero. Sucks we have to end on a shitty note. I don't know what Zero is. I feel like you get 0 bitches if you fucking eat Zero, but yeah. That's it. That is the Halloween candy tier list. A lot of these candies down here seem very old. Or very off-brand. So I don't know much about them, but like there's a few down here that I may like maybe like, you know, the Kinder Eggs I'd probably like, Toblerone would probably be good, you know, maybe the caps would be good, snow caps would be good. Like a lot of these I just don't, I also don't see the appeal. Like these, like bro, am I like a nicotine addict? Like that just looks like nicotine just in candy form. Like who made the fucking Lawson's logo into a candy? What are we doing here? But yeah, this is pretty much the candy tier list. If you gave me just these candies, I would be the happiest person alive. I would never have to want candies again. Like if I could only eat these candies up here, I'd be okay with that. So yeah. Here is the Halloween candy tier list.